Quick draft, M19. Sure. All right, we'll do that. First one, quick draft, M19. Oh, it's, yeah. Draft core set M19 for gold. Good, we can convert gold to gems too. Are you back, Joe?
Yep, I got my milk.
Got your milk. Okay, I mean, I guess it builds bone density. That's helpful. Alcohol robs you of calcium.
Yeah,
So
I need to replace all the
that's right.
calcium that I lost by drinking last night.
That's why I eat all the cheese in Wisconsin. That beer cheese diet helps really keep you strong and healthy. So what do you think here? Mistcaller is our rare. It's pretty much a bomb rare when I think of bomb rares. It's a 1/1 for 1. And if you sacrifice it until end of turn, if a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it instead. I mean, that's a strong effect. It doesn't outright counter tokens being cast if you sacrifice it. But if they had a repeated source of token generation, you could sacrifice it to prevent it. Is it played in any format at all?
No.
Okay. Is it playable in any format?
It is a merfolk, and it is
A
also
wizard.
a wizard.
It could be a mono blue. All right.
Yep.
Okay. So when I look at this, for all joking aside, Courser, Omen Speaker, and Bailiff, Vigilant Bailiff, and Aether Shield Artificer are the cards that stick out. And the one I'm most interested in those is probably the Bailiff. Omen Speaker is a great blocker. Courser, I could take Courser too. Courser is probably one of the 2 or 3 best white commons out there, and it's quite a strong effect. It's good in aggro. It's good in more control-y stuff. It makes evasive creatures and lets you break board states open, which is great. Bailiff's pretty damn good as a 5/5 Vigilant for 5. An Artificer requires a bunch of synergies, but picking it early sometimes unlocks some really sick decks, but it's kind of a commitment early. I guess if I looked at this a little bit longer, I'm leaning towards Courser. Your thoughts?
I like Baloth even I think over the Pegasus course.
Okay.
It's such a big body. You get to attack, you get to block. Pegasus Courser is also very good, but there are times when it's just a 1/3 flyer, and even that's not good enough.
I guess we could go through the rest of the draft. Spark Tongue's very mediocre. To get its effect, it's an 8 mana spell, which is insanely expensive, and a 5 for a 3/3 flyer just isn't very good stat wise. Also, the decks that are running it don't want to get to 8 mana. Like your red decks in this format don't tend to be very control-y, they tend to be fairly aggro. So this card is just mediocre. 3/3 is okay. The Rejuvenator is not great either. It's okay, but not amazing. So yeah, I'm okay with the Gorger here. I would take Courser, but I'll take the nice thing about this is it doesn't really cut green, though, does it? This cuts white. This doesn't really cut green because Courser and Rejuvenator are okay. But they're not really first pickable. If I get past this pack, Bailiff's gone, I take Courser. If Courser's gone, I take Bailiff. If they're both gone, I take Omen Speaker.
Yeah, there is a chance that we get the Centaur Courser back, though, is kind of what I'm hoping for.
Yep,
because I think that's totally fine as a 3 mana 3/3 in this format. Is very.
All right, if we're playing green, I want a card of source of card draw. All right, this pack, there is removal in here, both Strangling Spores and Shock. Both fairly weak forms of removal in this format. Strangling Spores tends to almost always trade down in terms of card cost, and Shock doesn't hit enough of the targets to be very good. That said, the other cards in here are worth anything. Salvager's Secrets is very slow but fairly powerful, but you need a pretty specific deck for it. Nightly Vower is good. It's an aura that is both +2/+2 for 5, which is an amazing value, but also creates a white 2/2 white knight token. So you don't ever really get 2 for 1 on that card. So that card is a better aura. I really like Guide. I think Guide has a effect that sometimes wins you the game. And as a 3/2 for 3, it's reasonably priced. It's one of the few 3/2s I think in this format. Maybe not. Maybe there's a couple other red ones that are aggressively curved and some black ones. The other cards that stick out, Wind Mage is all right and Rejuvenator is all right. If I look at this, I'm really unexcited about Strangling Spores or Shock, although black has the best removal in this format with Lich's Caress and Murder. So I could be talked into Spores, but I'd probably take Nightly Valor or Guide here. Probably Nightly Valor.
Yes, I'm also on the Nightly Valor plan. It allows you to turn your smaller creatures into bigger creatures, and the fact that you don't get totally blown out by it is really good.
I don't love the white-green synergy deck, but we'll take it. We don't have to be in white-green yet. All right, Gift of Paradise for splashing. Doesn't replace itself, so it's a life gain effect as opposed to the other one. It's also ramp, but I think that card's fairly poor. This pack is really weak. There's another Shock. Bogart Brute is one of the best red 3 drops in my opinion, but still nowhere near where we're at right now. Thorn-Eyed Wolves and Bristling Boar are both fine, but they're not exciting. Cancel is probably the best card in this pack. If I were taking on pure power level, it's Cancel. If I'm looking to try to force white-green, it's the Boar. If I'm just speculating on the highest power card, it's still probably Cancel.
We can speculate on playing whatever you want with the Gift of Paradise.
Gift of
But
Paradise does fit in the white-green aura deck if we can get some of those Satyr enchanters.
I don't know. This pack is really tough.
Yeah.
I don't. The problem is 3 picks in, you don't want another. You want your third 5-mana creature.
What are you looking at? 4/9 wolves? I'm never picking wolves here. It's Boar over wolves.
Yeah, that's you don't want your third 5th mana spell is the thing. Like I'm never taking that.
Yeah.
I think it's either Boar, Gift, or if you want to try to go something with blue, Cancel is fine.
There's an argument for Pledge too, but we don't have the equipment in place for actually. I mean, we can grab Gift and hope we get it. Gift is just a very expensive splash. The Ravnica fixing is much better in my opinion because it's 2 mana draw a card. So like
yes.
the cost of the total playables is much more reasonable. Gift is ramp instead of card draw, and a lot of times you draw this late, it's just a totally dead card.
Yes, you do. You don't have the Ravnica Boros decks that punish you though, as much.
You have the fucking M19 Boros decks that punish you. What are you talking about?
I have not been punished by them.
Wait, okay. We're about to enter quick draft M19. You will be experiencing M9. You will be experiencing Boros punish decks. That's gonna be in our future here.
My experience with Core 19 has been PBTQs and pre-releases, so it's been a little bit different. Yeah.
I think I would take Cancel here. I'm so unexcited by that card. This would let us splash if we picked up some bomb. We could even splash Nightly Valor. It's splashable, although it's not great.
Yeah, I'm okay taking Cancel as a pseudo not removal.
All right. There's the enchanter we want. Unfortunately, it's up against the other best card in the pack too, which is Starcrown Stag. But that's kind of the card we want to go if we're going to go white-green. Like, that's exactly what we're looking for. I mean, this pack is so much more interesting. I wish these cards had been split between it. So Divination's great. Yeah. Starcrown Stag is great. Invoke the Divine is totally fine for one in your main deck. Oracle's fine. Boggart Brutes, again. We could have had Shock, Boggart Brute now. Although maybe 2 of those were on the same page. Abnormal Endurance is good. Sky Marcher, Bloodletter's all right. Rejuvenators. I mean, this pack is loaded.
So this is one of those turning points that if we go Satyr Enchanter, we are doing that deck.
Yep.
But if we don't have that deck, then it falls.
Well, Bailiff is pretty strong. Our strongest cards are white-green right now. Yes. I don't mind Enchanter here. I would love Stag. Stag's always good, but it's always good in an aggressive deck. I guess it's not always good to immediately contradict myself. It's a card you are very happy with if you're doing attacking. As a blocker, 4 for 3/3 is pretty unexciting. Stag's the safest pick, I think, because it leaves us to grab Nightly Valor and Starcrown Stag and be open otherwise. But I think Satyr's the highest power card we could pick up if we're trying to do green-white auras.
I have never done that deck, but I'm totally willing to try it.
All right. It's a Bone to Ash, strong card, but very, very slow. I get more in Sealed than I do in Limited. We got a Dwindle. It's an Aura. Plummet. I don't mind main decking a single Plummet. There's an Oracle as a draw card. Hard pick here. I mean, yeah, is there some world in which we're splashing white for Enchanter and Valor and playing blue-green?
No, more than likely it's splashing blue for like a Dwindle or
something.
Okay. I'm actually okay with that though. If it's the Satyr, there is a little bit of fixing here, but it's really tough. I think it's either Dwindle or Plummet.
Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, I like the Oracle just fine, although it doesn't trade. It always trades down. I think I'm willing to speculate on Dwindle.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
We still have the Cancel. We can also get out of our Satyr and Nightly Valor if we needed to.
Apparatus, Guide, and Guardian. It seems like a pretty easy guide to me.
Yeah, you like Guide a little bit more than I do, but it's totally fine.
Break stalled board states, white-green stalls. What is Rupture Spire's mana fixing? Could do. The Aven Moon Mage, the Sentinel are both pretty bad. We're getting pretty deep into this pack in terms of the timing. I think I'd take Rupture Spire.
Yeah, I think that allows us to do our band plan.
Okay. All right. So this is no, it's one more. I think I'm taking.
Talons. It's a repeatable aura.
Oh, it is a repeatable aura. I was gonna say I think I'm taking Invoke Divine. I guess we can take Talons now and hope to get Invoke Divine later. We need to pick up a second Satyr Enchanter with this deck if we're gonna do that. I'm fine with
Yes.
Talons here. It's a good card. This is unexciting. This is our first pack, and unfortunately, neither the Rejuvenator nor the Courser wield. You could take Knight's Pledge as a white enchantment. That's alternatively you could take Dwindle or Omen Speaker. I'm not sure we're white green yet. We might be blue green.
So in paper, you take the Reliquary Tower because it's still like $1, but this has no value.
You would take that in pay. I wouldn't take that for $1 in value. That has value in fucking.
It's in every commander deck ever.
I see. I think I'm on Omen Speaker playing here. We have no 2-drops.
Yeah.
We don't know if we're in blue yet.
I'm fine with Omen Speaker.
Kind of weird to see it wheel. I think it's a pretty strong blue card. All right. I'm not so sold that I need a second guide when our 3-drops are already Satyr Enchanter and other cards. I could take Rejuvenator here. Don't love it, quite honestly. A lot of times it's just a lot of times you don't want to do that effect. If we're not ramping directly or you draw it late, it's not great. But I think it's better than the alternatives. Although I could take guide number 2 here and be okay with that.
Yeah, I'm not huge on Sentinel either.
Oh, no, I'm not talking Sentinel. I'm
It's a
talking
two-mana creature.
Rejuvenator.
Yeah.
I'm not playing that card.
Yeah, that's not
Between
good.
these two for me. I mean, the thing is with
I-
green, white, we're going to have other 3-drops, quite a few of them. Green, blue, maybe a little bit less. And this guy doesn't, if he's not a defensive creature. Like, this is better in the kind of rampy green, red, like slam big creatures onto the board style stuff where you're not having to do a lot of blocking with him. He always trades if you block, and I'm not super excited about that.
Yeah, I think I'm on the Rejuvenator. Yeah, guide would be much better if it was a 2.
Yeah. I'll take Rejuvenator.
Yep.
Probably on the Wolves right now. I know Pledge fits our stuff. We got to have something. I mean, Wolves is fairly replaceable, but so is Pledge.
Yeah, I would take the Wolves over the Pledge right now. If we had a second Enchanter, I think I'm taking every aura possible, but we don't.
Tough call here, actually. Invoke the Divine versus Oracle. Just picked a 5-drop. We could pick another 5-drop. I like Rock's Oracle just fine. I like Invoke the Divine just fine.
I think I like having the enchantment removal.
Okay.
Well, we're also not sold on white, though, either.
No, we're not sold on white yet. Our blue-green isn't looking amazing right now, though.
I'm more sold on green, I think, but mostly just because of the Bailoff.
Take the Oracle. We can find something else later. There's a Plummet that
That's
wield.
a good one.
Yeah, it'd be better for sideboarding. Uncomfortable Chill that wield. And a Forest. We got it. All right. Pack 2,
Wow.
pick 1. We've got Auras from Oaken Form. We've got Isolate. Exile target permanent converted mana cost 1. Are there any converted? We could exile his Mistcaller if he didn't sacrifice it in response. We've got Divination as a strong blue card. Angel of Dawn is the strongest white card here. Symbiont as something totally nowhere near where we're at. Oaken Form and Spider. Ew. Ew. This pack is terrible.
Yes, we've opened poop.
We've stepped in it and smeared it all over our faces. Are we blue? Are we white? Are we neither? Right now we're green. That's what we got. We got green. By that logic, do you want to pick a spider? Want to grab? I mean, spider. The problem with spiders is consistent and it's good, and we actually could use a 2/4 body in the deck like this, and the 2/4 reach body is fine. But I think we probably want to go for something a little bit higher level here, which I think is probably Angel or Divination. Divination's splashable. If we're still white-green splashing blue, Divination is one of the cards I would like to actually splash. It's a draw card.
Yes. Yeah, I was looking at Divination.
But Angel is really good.
Angel is very good. We don't have the go wide option with Angel yet, though.
Yeah, Angel's particularly good with evasive creatures and go wide, and we don't have either of them right now. So there is an argument to be said that we get vigilance off this. Some of our creatures are vigilant already. I think it's probably Divination. All right, that's tough.
Yeah,
I hate passing an Angel.
That pick is very difficult.
Gigantosaurus or Horizon
Well,
Scholar?
do you want to live the mono green plan?
Mono green? No, I don't wish to live the mono green plan. Mono green's not a plan. It's kind of.
I do like Horizon Scholar.
Mono green is a punishment. So maybe we're blue whites, blue green, or blue whites, or excuse me, green white or green blue. Splashing the last one. I'm on the
There,
scholar.
there's our land, the meandering river.
Yeah, might come back to. Definitely on scholar. I just
Yeah,
noticed this guy's got a hat. He's a sphinx with a human head and a hat. All right, sure. Take it. I don't think sphinxes should be allowed to wear hats. Maybe that's racist of me. All right, Dwindle, Est Scatter, or Departed Deckhand. I love Departed Deckhand. There's also
I
a
agree.
lich thing here. I guess we're now blue-green, maybe splashing white. So Departed Deckhand, work for you?
Yep.
Okay. I think better than first Essence Scatter. Supreme Phantom. That's not even bad. So we got a Reclamation
Ooh,
Sage.
Sage, that's good.
Supreme Phantom. Daggerless Basilisk. First Titanic Growth, and another Rejuvenator. Picks are not exciting with this deck so far. Phantom's an okay blocker. It's an evasive threat, but right now it does nothing in our deck. It does pump the deckhand. Deckhand's a 3/3.
Yeah.
I think it's probably Rex Sage, and then we get to take a slot back from either Invoke the Divine or Naturalize and get a body out of it.
Yeah, I think so. I
All
like
right,
the Rex Sage.
fine with it. Deck is looking really unexciting to me right now. Druid of the Cal, Aviation Pioneer. We ramping with
I think
Druid?
I like Druid.
Yeah.
I like Druid.
Yeah, it's a 1/3. I don't know. There's another Omen Speaker. I think Druid's good enough. I take it over an Omen Speaker, but I'm not excited by that.
I'm pretty happy with the Druid because of the Baloth and the Scholar.
Yeah. I guess I think more late game oriented. Yes, we will accelerate the Bailiff and the Scholar, but it's like if I top deck an Omen Speaker on turn 7 or 8 when I'm already tapped, when I already have full mana, I'm happy. If I top deck a Druid of the Cal, I'm super not excited. Oops, I
Yeah.
almost picked it. How do I unpick? Fuck. Okay. Just released the mouse
You can
apparently.
take the Omen Speaker too. It's fine.
This looks like a declare dominance. Card wins games. So,
It definitely does.
happy to take that. All right, Divination, late Divination, it's nice.
Yep.
Happy to take that as well. I guess with Divinations, we're a little bit more excited about the Druid of the Cow. All right, this to me
Tranquil
is probably a
Expanse?
Tranquil Expanse, yeah.
Yep.
Oracle's all right, but not great. And I wouldn't mind. I don't know. I don't know if we're still on this plan or not, but if next pack will probably decide it for us, and I'm totally okay passing a Rocks Oracle here.
Yeah.
So we can at least speculate that there might be something good there. Oaken Form, Naturalize, and Plummet. I'm probably not playing Naturalize with a Rex Sage in our deck. We already have a Plummet, so it's probably Oaken Form.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. May or may not play it still. Titanic Growth versus Meandering River. Well, if we're splashing, the Meandering River is how we do it. We actually do need a combat trick in this deck. It's one of the type of decks that would actually benefit from a lot with it. Green ground creatures like pump spells. Don't have a lot of removal here yet, but I think it's probably Meandering River still.
I agree.
Okay. All right, so we have two sources of white splash now. I'll take the. We're never playing another naturalize. Never playing a naturalize, right? Like we don't get to sideboard. This is quick draft.
Yeah, we have the Rex Sage, right? Yeah.
So uncommon it is. There's our Titanic Growth. Basilisk is really good though.
Basilisk is really good with Declare Dominance.
It's really good, period. And certainly really good with Declare Dominance. So I think I'm on that over the growth plan.
Yeah.
Feels bad. Plummet number 2. I don't think I'm playing Plummet number 2. So I can take on.
No.
If I was playing sideboard, I'd take this over the Uncomfortable Chill, but maybe we end up playing Uncomfortable Chill for some diversity. Probably don't, but maybe. Sure Strike over the lands. Sure strike. And yeah, it's very late. And Wall of Mist is actually playable. All right, Goreclaw, Sky Scanner, Sentinel, Courser, Anticipate. I love Sky Scanner. Can we pass Goreclaw? Do we have any creatures this actually cheapens? It cheapens. Yes. Scholar, Bailiff,
Rocks Oracle.
Fine. This card is so bad.
And it's a 4-mana creature.
It's bad.
Probably is it a 4/3 though.
It's bad. Goreclaw the terrible. Oh, second Mistcaller. Nice. Third Divination? Yes?
Second Basilisk?
3-drop's pretty loaded already. I mean, I guess we can cut some other.
Divination. Divination's 3 mana.
Divination, you can cast it any turn, you're happy. I guess you're kind of happy casting Basilisk. I don't think we want
except against
tunnel.
flyers.
I don't have any. I don't like playing tunnel unless I have vine mares. I like hexproof for that. I'm not sure we are playing auras at this point. We paid a couple minutes. Yes, I mean, I guess we could trim the deck. All right, let's trim the deck a little bit. Get a sense of what we're playing.
Okay.
What can I minus this game? All right, I mean, okay. So this is 27 minus 3. So we're at minus 4. So we're actually at. This is 23 playables right now, like this. Anything that would obviously come out. We have some 2s. Probably not playing Wall of Mist.
Yeah.
I don't mind Talons. I don't mind Talons at all. A lot of our guys are going to trample, but putting that on like a Vigilant Bailiff is great. I don't love Oaken Form. We're actually running enough auras that... do we have enough to play this? We got a lot of 5s. Our curve is terrible. It just goes 3, 5. So we're just going to draw Elf every time and never worry about 4 drops. Is there an argument for the Rejuvenator here? Going 3 to 5 consistently. Also,
Double Rejuvenator. There is. I mean, all of our power is at 5 and 6 mana.
yeah. What would we cut? So if we were to cut 2s and 3s, it's Rejuvenators.
I think you start
Guide.
cutting the white, the Valor, and the Satyr Enchanter.
Yeah, I mean, this is, of course, our... This is a value engine, but we already have divinations for value.
Yeah.
So it's Talons, Oaken Form, 2, Knightly Valor, 3. It's probably not enough. I mean, we do get to recast Talons, but it's not that exciting. And we don't have to have shitty mana if we do it this way, right?
No, we don't have to. We could play the Rupture Spire, but we don't have to do that.
Why would we play Rupture Mana? If we're cutting the white cards, we're definitely not playing Rupture Spire.
Yeah. Just in case you wanted to A dual land, but
I do, but I don't want one that costs me tapping bring in.
yeah, it's such a
Oh, and Dwindle. We have Dwindle as a 4th enchantment. If I cut auras, I probably want Divination number 3. Although the Basilisk Declare Dominance combo will win you games.
yes.
Sometimes. If it's a stalled board and they're just sitting there waiting for you to kill them with Basilisk and Declare Domination. Such a, like in isolation, I snap pick Divination over Basilisk, but it's like we already have 2 Divinations.
Drawing cards is good.
How do we win?
I don't know.
We have medium-sized ground creatures and a Sphinx. I don't know that we win all that much. All right.
Talons.
I guess it's Basilisk then. We got to keep the board. For me, I got to keep the board a little bit more clear. I think that's the deciding factor for me. All right. Close. Alteration, Omen Speaker, Starcrown Stag. We want white back in. Stag's good.
Stag is very good.
I don't mind a second Omen Speaker, though. That'd be my 4/2 drops. I'd be fine with that. Strong card.
Yeah.
There's an argument for Salvager, too. It's another 5 drop, which is painful. Brings back Cancel or Divination or Declare Dominance.
Yeah, that's not a lot of hits, though.
Plummet. I mean, you bring back Divination, you're never sad.
That's true.
We could get Alteration and take Satyr. Put white back in. It's another aura.
It is, but we saw it played and it was terrible.
Yeah, just 2 for 1 himself.
Yeah.
I
don't think Stag is worth splashing, although we do have hands that straight up cast it.
I think I'm just on Omen Speaker.
Yeah, I agree.
Power level of this deck's looking a little low, though. Wind Mage is a flyer. Another white fixing source. Some stuff we're not playing. Jesus.
I do like Poison Tip Archer, but I think it's Wind Mage.
Yeah. It is Wind Mage. Gaspark Twins is actually something we really need.
Yeah.
We need a big body, and that's a big body.
There's also Luminous Bonds, but...
No. Alteration, Essence Scatter, Disperse. Did we get a Titanic Growth or not? We didn't.
No. It might be Essence Scatter.
Do we have ETB creatures? Open Speaker. Oracle.
The Scholar.
I think I'm on Essence Scatter over anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it would have been okay as an Aura deck, so we were kind of missing a little bit more. We would like a second Satyr for that, really.
Yeah, I think you need a second of the enchanters to make it really.
All right, so let's trim the deck, get a sense. This deck is looking extraordinarily mediocre to me. A standout mediocre deck. All right, so we're 2 cards over right now. Everything that comes in has got to come out. So our removal is really weak. We got to dwindle now. I'm keeping Plummet with that in mind, probably. 2 cards out right now. It's probably either Wolves or Oracle. Maybe Oaken Form. Although we got to slam through in the ground. There's an argument for Oaken Form staying in. Juvenator, pretty unexciting. Wind Mage does not fit this theme at all. Yeah, we get chip damage with it, but we're not going to go over them to kill them. I'm not going to fly over them. We're going to have to go through the ground every single time. So I don't know that I want to be developing flyers on the board that don't trade. It's chip damage, but I think when I look at it like that, we need 2 cards out right now. I think I'm on Wind Mage. Probably the Oracle. Oracle's another card that triggers off Goreclaw, though.
It does, but I was also looking at taking the boar here.
Yeah, is boar better? I mean, it hits our curve a little bit better.
Yeah, and it's really good. We found it was really good with the Talon.
Let's go to the Oaken Form, too. All right, let's grab boar. No!
Oh, no! We can still go back to it.
We're taking it. We're taking his card. We're going to have to look at 2 builds now.
Rebuild it. Rebuild it.
All right. Oaken Form.
Yep.
All right, we're fine. Aether Tunnel.
Yep.
Oh my god. Root.
You're really gonna draft a fog. Thank you.
All right. Another mana.
That helps.
All right, are we back? Are we back on the?
Yep.
The
We're back on it.
Are we? On the tricolor aura plan?
I think we need to try it.
I think we need to look at 2 decks again, which makes twice as much work. Oh, God.
Yep.
All right, quick break, chat. Quick break as I dick around the deck for a second. I got food in front of me too. I want to munch on that real quick. So quick break, then we're gonna build one of 2 decks. We'll count our auras. We have 2 Satyrs and like a million auras now.
Yep.
And 1 aura recurs. Ugh. All right, back in a second.
We're gonna draw so many cards. I don't know. No. We could have made so many satyrs and drawn so many cards. It's fine. Oh, we're definitely gonna build a consistent version first, and then we're gonna build what we're gonna play second. Yep. Just the Talons, which I think is... Do we have the Talons? I would still play the Talons because it gives trample to our big dudes. maybe the Rocks Oracle. Yeah, I think it'd be the Oracle. Yeah, but it's the weakest of them because it's only 3 power or 3 toughness.
All right, chat. So this would be this would be our blue-green variant. Joe and I disagree a little bit. I'd probably run Oracle over Talons, but Talons is fine. I'm not sure we need mana sinks with double divinations, but maybe one mana sink in the game's not gonna be a bad thing. I mean, we've got guide, deckhand, cancel, and divinations. So we may or may not actually have the mana to play it, but it can be valuable long term. So this would be the kind of standard safe deck. This would be a totally playable deck. I'd probably go up to 8 blue mana so I could cast Omen Speakers, and I'm kind of the mindset that divination's mana fixing. So, but let's look at that. Let me just plug in both decks so we can compare the two easily. Sure, I got it. Oh, I didn't screen capture it yet. Screen capture. Let's look at the. Why won't it let me fucking do this? Game. That'd be ridiculous. That wasn't letting me do that. Okay. All right. So this is the safe version of this deck. Probably do. I mean, the problem with this deck is we don't have a lot of ways to win. Scholar plus Ghostbark Twins sometimes will win. Bayless sometimes will do enough. Goreclaw never will. Sometimes will win off Declare Dominance. I think it would be like 4-win deck, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I am underselling it a little bit, perhaps, but I think that's where I believe it would be. It's probably a 4-win deck. All right, let's look at the Aura Abomination deck. So let's count our auras first. 1, 2. 2 dudes who cast auras. 3, maybe. 4. Dwindle for 5. Talons for 6. Huh. Alright, so what comes out? Probably we're not doing the deckhand route anymore. Or the guide route. We want creatures we can cast auras on, like sentinels. We want those oaken forms. I don't think we're running plummet in this deck, but maybe we'll think about that in a second. What else is coming out? Wolves, probably. Wolves are a good target for it. Bristling Boar is an amazing target for auras.
I think Twins might have to come out just because it's so heavy.
Yeah, exactly. We're not trying to do that. Basilisks are not bad with those either.
Oh, those seem great with the auras.
Yeah. Maybe we drop Rejuvenator here.
Yeah, because if we're especially we're
magic's questionable. Sorry, go on.
If we're gonna play the Rupture Spire, you really don't want to play Rejuvenator on 3 and hit the Rupture Spire.
Yeah.
Because then you can't.
What's this at? 42 right now. 42 with all this shit in, huh? All right. Probably the 2 counter spells. Keep the plummet. Drop the cancel.
Yeah.
Keep the dwindle. Drop the essence. Maybe we tunnel. We want to play tunnel? I don't think we want to play tunnel.
It's an aura.
It is an aura. That doesn't mean you just put it in the deck randomly. Joe, you ought to know this shit.
Is it foil? Then you definitely do that.
About that. So this would be the deck. Keeping the divinations in. We're going to draw so many cards. Do we drop the
Yeah.
divinations?
You want to drop one for something?
Well, we could put in 2 more creatures after dropping divinations here, like Thornhide and like Rock's Oracle or something.
Sure.
Let's go with this deck is...
Or the...
Go on.
Oh, we can't target the deck can we?
No.
Actually, Aven Windmage becomes a good target with the auras, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe drop the Oracle or the Wolves for it. Oracle, probably.
Yeah.
I don't really want to cut divinations, but we could.
Yeah.
So something like that.
I'd also be okay drawing one divination because you have to set up with the enchanters and have the enchantment. And
Well,
it's not,
cards that are
it's weak
potentially
to
out
Fragile.
are still Plummet. I think I kept Essence Scatter at this point, so that's potentially cuttable. It's a strong card, but it's awkward if you're running games where you saturate your mana all the time. It's a little bit awkward running something like Plummet.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, not Plummet, Essence Scatter. Is this deck any better?
It's cooler.
Is it?
Okay, it's more interesting.
It's less the norm.
Yes, it's unique.
So we need the mana base is worse in this deck too.
Oh yes, by far.
It's gonna be awkward because we want Omen Speakers on 2. Do we cut Omen Speakers here? I don't want to cut Omen Speakers, but
No, they're also great targets for the enchantments. How do you kill a 4/6 Omen Speaker with an Oaken form on it?
you Lich's Caress it.
Oh,
You murder it. You disperse it. You what's that one? Totally Lost it. You block it with the Death Toucher. You
This Aura's plan doesn't seem very good.
no, never a big Auras fan. Okay. Do we have to be playing Saturn Enchanters to get any benefit out of this deck? It has to happen.
Yes.
This is replacing our divination, I think, as our draw engine.
Yes.
Why are we playing blue?
For the Horizon Scholar, the Divinations, the Dwindles.
So what if we splash blue and
Departed
made this like
Deckhand.
basically green? We're not playing Departed Deckhand in this.
No, but like, what do we have enough green?
So we go down to 2 drops. Have a lot of 3 drops though. Throw Guide back in, it's fine. Throw Oracle back in maybe. Cut these, these. Divination as a splash is okay too. So this would be basically green. So green splashing white and blue. This because I don't think the mana base supports the Omen Speakers on 2 with the white splash.
Probably not.
So what does this actually look like? So this is 5 blue sources and 5 white sources. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white sources and 10 green sources. The green sources are fine. Enchanters we don't really want to play on 3. I mean we can. Although that puts a lot of cards that we don't actually want to play on 3. This kept 1 Divination, 1 Dwindle. The Aven Windmage, I'm not actually convinced is better than a fucking Divination. I don't know, Joe.
Yeah, this deck is looking scary.
This deck is looking like it's trying real hard to be different.
Yep.
It's different where we want to be, Joe.
Well,
Can't
of
we
course.
just fit in and get along?
But we can be different and get along and win at the same time.
Can we?
Not with this deck.
I mean, this is fine. I guess we could cut Windmage there and throw in another Divination. We'll draw all the cards.
I think the blue-green deck is just better in general.
I mean, maybe not. So, I mean, we're missing the druid who gives you 3/3s when you cast auras on him. but this is
Yes.
okay. How are our sources, mana-wise? Rupture Spire slows us the fuck down.
Yep.
But we do get to tricolor with this. So our payoff is a little bit more draw, a little bit more removal for being blue here. Payoff in white is draw too. Maybe we could try to make this work. You want to play one game like this and one game like the other one to see how it feels?
Yes.
You do. That was a trick question. Okay, we'll do that. Sure. You're just agreeing at this point?
Well, we just don't have enough.
Payoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure strike or no balls. We could throw in one sure strike. That's fair.
Oh, and a mountain.
Yeah, because we get double cast, double red for double sure strike. Yeah. Be strong when it landed. Be inconsistent, but it'd be strong when it landed. All right, one game like this, just to see how clunky and terrible it feels.
Sure.
All right, we'll take our.
This
It's gonna be so
is
fucking
gonna be
bad.
so rough.
All right. Anything else we'd change to this? How's the mana base look? So, what do we need to? Let me just do actual. Well, I would say do math, but I mean look up math. Get an actual sense of what we need for this. How many color sources do you need to consistently cast your spells? I want to consistently cast 40 cards. I want to cast Satyr Enchanter on 4. How do I do that? So it's 2 colors, right? It's that basically. 11 to cast that on 4? 11 sources? This isn't a 40 card deck? The fuck are you talking about? Can't be right.
That seems wrong.
Am I reading that wrong? Oh, that's double. Ah, that's why.
Yeah,
It's 8.
single.
8. If I want to cast it on 4, and if I want to cast it on 5, it is 7 sources.
It is 6.
6 white. So we're casting this on basically
Turn
6. Satyr's reliably on 6. That's okay.
Yeah, because then we can cast that and like our open form or something.
Yeah. How about the blue stuff? How many sources do we need to cast? Probably Dwindles on 6. Dwindles, Divination, Horizon Scholar, all around 6 is what we're looking at. Also need 7 sources. We're at 3, 4, so a little less reliable for those, a little less important. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do we call this?
There was a suggestion for Satyr Satyr, Sadder enchant.
It's a good one. I was thinking maybe Dearly Departed. It's another one. All right. Satyr enchants. Okay. All right. I think we'll play this one version like this. We're going to switch back and forth a couple times. Let's print screen this so I have it as available for reference. But I think I would prefer to play the blue-white version, or the blue-green version, rather.
I agree.
I think this is... I don't think the power level increase is worth the consistency decrease, is what I run from this. I'm not even sure we're actually a more powerful deck, honestly. We cut out some powerful cards to get here.